your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 6.
Main sticking point now with negotiations between teachers and the district. Early retirement benefits, that's according to Superintendent Phil Long.
He says that just a little more than half of all the teachers in the school district are close to retirement, saying their current offer includes a $45,000 bridge into retirement for veteran teachers.
Good evening, I'm Trish Close.
I'm Rick Tillery. Thanks for joining us. Teachers continue to protest outside of schools in Medford this afternoon.
Now Medford Police beefing up patrols around the picket line. Since Jessica DeNova joins us live from from downtown Medford with a look at how the strike is requiring resources from multiple law enforcement agencies in tonight's top story at 6. Jessica?
Rick, Trish, Medford Police Department says so far there have been 4 cases reported involving pedestrians coming into contact with a car. Police say the latest of these was this morning and say though they were only nudges, police presence is important during the Medford teacher strike to prevent situations like these. The Medford Police Department says, as with any other large gathering of people, the Medford Education Association strike requires increased patrol.
We certainly might add additional shifts, and those would be on an overtime basis.
According to Chief of Police Tim George, that overtime won't put the department over budget.
And we're going to be able to withstand this within the current budget. We're not looking for any kind of supplemental budget or anything because it's part of our budget that we plan. We're in a 2-year budget cycle.
Central Point Police Department says it's also not worried about the overtime it's paying its officers. According to Lieutenant Scott Logue, 1 to 4 officers patrol hotels where some substitutes are lodged.
It is an overtime, and there are financial concerns there, but nothing that we can't handle at this point.
Lieutenant Logue says his department planned ahead, making sure patrol increases at lodging locations during times guest teachers are transported.
Because we've prepared for it, the streets and the calls for service that we would ordinarily have, we have been able to respond to in a normal and timely manner and haven't been adversely impacted because of the strike activity.
Meanwhile, Medford Police Department not wanting to discuss the number of people assigned to strike patrol, but says more officers will be out in uniform in places they're not used to patrolling.
We'll put more people in uniform that aren't normally wearing a uniform. We'll augment certain things. We may move some folks as far as a geographic location.
Rick, Trish, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office says it has also increased surveillance as a result of this strike, focusing on schools and hotels in its jurisdiction. Covering your news live in Medford, Jessica DeNova, News 10.
While Medford teachers continue to strike, another group picketing against both the teachers and the school district. The counter-picketers are a group of local parents and students. They say their message is for both sides to remember the focus during negotiations should be on students.
They're not in school. They're going to have substitute teachers and half days and going to different schools. And those are things that will negatively impact the kids, and they should never have happened. The teachers are here to educate the students. Compensation is important. No one's taking that away. But when you focus on that, obviously the focus goes away from the kids. We're just trying to put it back on where it belongs.
The group picketed early this morning and was scheduled to be back at it again tonight.
Substitutes are getting ready to fill in tomorrow. Superintendent Phil Long says the subs went through orientation yesterday where they were screened, informed of the new schedule, emergency procedures, and curriculum. Subs will teach double shifts tomorrow to get all students through the school day. Those double shifts are due to new school schedules during the strike. Students will attend a half day of class either in the morning or the afternoon. Class was canceled again today, but will resume with that new schedule tomorrow. You can find a list of bus routes and school schedules for your student on our website. Just go to KTVL.com and click links for the broadcast.